Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, how are we getting on? In today's video we're taking a little look at the events coming up over the next couple of weeks in the run-up to the release of Steel Dawn on the 1st of December, which is now only 12 days away. Very, very cool, very exciting. So Bethesda have a couple of cool things for us to keep us busy over the next few days. So let's jump in, take a look, shall we? Okay, and so we have a brand new Inside the Vault blog article today, and it's not massive, it's just a couple of bits and pieces, but leads up to Steel Dawn in a few days, which is very, very cool. So we have the new Brotherhood of Steel lore video. In this week's article, we're showing a video on the history of the Brotherhood of Steel in Appalachia to help you prepare for the Steel Dawn questline in December. 12 days, not exactly far. You can also catch up on the upcoming Hunt for the Treasure Hunter event, which begins on Tuesday, and we've got reminders about the new photo mode competition. So, very cool. First things first, brush up on your Brotherhood history. So, the Brotherhood's history is, at this stage, relatively short. Obviously, in the grand scheme, it covers the whole 200 years that the series covers, but right now we are some 20-odd years out from actual day of the Great War, so only a small segment of history that's actually relevant to us here, but we've got a little video here in the blog post, which of course I'll link down below as usual, and you can also find it on Bethesda's YouTube channel as well, that covers basically the backstory of the Brotherhood up until where we are in Fallout 76, so the first 20 or so years of its history, which is pretty interesting. There's a little bit of a close-up on, mostly on Taggedy, more than anything, because that's obviously the Appalachian focus. But there's also a bit about Roger Maxson, the original founder of the Brotherhood, and why he founded the Brotherhood and what his initial goals were, which are very relevant because the Brotherhood certainly ended up deviating quite spectacularly over the large portion of its history from its initial setup goals and the ideals on which it was founded. So quite interesting there. Obviously it leads up to the situation as is with the arrival of this particular group of Brotherhood members who have marched all the way from California on foot to arrive in Appalachia, which is no short trip, to say the least. So the Steel Dawn update for Fallout 76 is less than 2 weeks away. With its arrival, the Brotherhood of Steel is planning to establish a renewed presence in Appalachia, and they're bringing an all-new questline with them. Very much looking forward to it. Definitely my favourite faction, I should say, the Brotherhood of Steel as well. They're cool and so iconic. What more can you say, really? They're definitely fun to jump into, and I'm looking forward to that. To help you gear up to take on the new story quests, we've created a brief video that explores the Brotherhood of Steel's history in Appalachia, in case you would like to do a little recon on the Brotherhood before they arrive, or if you'd just like a quick refresher on their past, you can recap below to get caught up to speed. So yeah, basically all this covers the lore that's actually already in Fallout 76, obviously this is the earliest period in Fallout that's ever been covered. So it's all there in the game, it's all based on that, so you can actually go out and sort of organically find the bits and pieces that relate to this story, if you like. It actually kind of illustrates a few quite well hidden locations that pertain to the Brotherhood's history, which is quite cool as well. So some people may not have stumbled across some of those, so well worth a look at this little video if you're wanting a refresher on the Brotherhood of Steel. It's definitely cool. It's not particularly long either, it's only about 8 minutes, so definitely worth a little look. So just like all of our previous game updates, Fallout 76 players will be able to experience the entirety of the Steel Dawn update for free. No, they won't. Starting on December the 1st, you will be able to take on the new questline built underground with camp shelters, that is my bugbear, and explore new locations and meet new NPCs and add new weapon and armor rewards to your arsenal. We're also going to kick off Fallout 76 Season 3 with the Scribe of Avalon scoreboard 2 weeks later on December 15th. Keep an eye out on Fallout.com for even more details about the Steel Dawn update and Season 3 as we get closer to release date. So they've got more info coming for us in coming weeks, which is very cool. Yeah, regarding the seasons, it seems to have been slightly extended, actually. I think the Season 2 we're currently in, Armaze and the Power Patrol, is actually running a little longer than the originally planned 10 weeks. So if you haven't quite made it to rank 100, you've still got a little bit of time left, about 12 days or so definitely worth charging on with that. I've recently got there myself, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have actually completed this by now as well, so something to keep us busy for the next week or so, which is the return, once again, of Hunt for the Treasure Hunter. So obviously this is going to cover the whole of Appalachia again, so everywhere on the map, very cool. And basically, my pro tip, such as it is for a video like this, is to focus on areas that have relatively dense or high numbers of enemy spawns. So the more spawn points there are in the area, the more opportunities there are for more minor treasure hunters to spawn. So if you're looking to farm them, that's the way to do it. Look for those multiple spawn location areas with lots of clusters of enemies. So it's your best bet for finding the treasure hunters if you are going to grind this out over the next week. which is pretty cool because the last 2 times this event has made its appearance, it's only been for the weekend, so if you have to have busy weekends or whatever, it can be a little challenging perhaps to grab all the rewards, so we've got a week-long shot at getting them again, which is very cool. Hopefully that means that sometime next year when the event eventually returns, because I think will probably be the last time for this year, I think. I should review the community calendar on that one. But hopefully when it comes back next year, it'll mean they'll refresh the loot lists, because it's been a little while, it's been a few months, so it'd be nice to have some fresh loot from the event as well. So our sensors have detected a new wave of underground activity in recent days, which can only mean one thing: treasure hunter mole miners are about to breach the surface. We believe they're planning to resume scouring the wasteland for riches early next week, and it's up to you to stop them. Track down the treasure hunter mole miners throughout Appalachia starting on Tuesday, and don't let up until they retreat back into the depths. Be sure to pick up mole miner pails as they drop and reclaim some of the fortunes and exclusive plans they've plundered for yourself. If you'd like, you can also visit vendors around Appalachia to purchase empty mole miner pails using caps. Take those pails to a tinker's workbench to craft full ones, which you can open to get even more rewards. Check the event start and end times below so you don't miss out. And those start and end times are Tuesday, November 24th at 12 PM Eastern Time, running for a full week until the following Monday at 12 PM on the November the 30th. So that will be 5 PM UK time for those of you over this side of the pond. So, last but not least, calling all photographers. We have 2 brand new photography competitions running, both the Around Appalachia and the Camp Creations themed ones. Themes this time are... where are they? November's Camp Creations theme is Cozy, and the Around Appalachia one should feature the colours red and orange. So we're going with an autumnal theme for both the camps and the Around Appalachia photos, which is pretty cool. So definitely in keeping with the vibe that you get around a lot of the game, so it should be quite a natural thing to be taking pictures of and including for the competition. Should you want to enter and submit your camps or your Around Appalachia photos to the photo competition, then head over to the forums on fallout.com, and there'll be a thread on the main page there in which you can create a post with your own photos. So with any luck, those will appear in a subsequent article that will be on fallout.com if you want to take a look, and if you want to take a look at the photos other people are sharing as well. Certainly see a lot of very, very cool things. See them on Twitter as well, actually, to be fair, but these articles are always good to have a look at what people are up to. It's pretty cool. So, there we have it. Relatively short and sweet this week, but it's kind of what we'd expect with the new content drop being literally right around the corner for Steel Dawn, but definitely looking forward to jumping into that. Looking forward to the week-long return of Hunt for the Treasure Hunter as well. It's got a lot more chance to actually get properly stuck into it, which is cool. And yeah, as I say, the season's running right through to the end of the month, so for those who are yet to hit that rank 100, you've still got a little bit of time left to make a mad dash for the finish line, which is very cool as well. So, yeah, quite happy to see all this stuff. Definitely looking forward to seeing more about the Brotherhood of Steel, finding out what's going on with them at this point in time and all that. Nice to have a little review of their backstory and stuff as well, which is always very, very cool. But on that note, as we've covered all the new and interesting stuff for this week, I do hope you found this useful and informative. If you did, please do consider dropping likes and subs. It's always really, really much appreciated. Social media links down below, along with the merch store and channel memberships as well via the blue join button if you're interested in supporting the channel in that way. It is massively, massively appreciated. So huge thanks to everybody who's done that already. If you get a chance, do join us for some of our live streams as well. We're having a lot of fun with Horizon Zero Dawn, tackling the expansion on that at the moment, the DLC, which is very, very cool. And I'm going to continue playing on with Fallout, both through Hunt for the Treasure Hunter and for my new ghoul character, who is going to be interesting. It's going to take a little different tone to usual, so that should be fun in the run-up to Steel Dawn, so I do hope you can make that. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon.